Episode 55. The progress has improved, and a lot of good news has come forward about Johnny's condition. Nan has come into the room to announce that he has been now upgraded to stable condition. The news comes as Michael and Grace come to the visitation room. Oh, that's such good news, Nan, said Michael. So they did an observation of his overall condition. He's not in any grave condition. He has been upgraded to stable condition. This is all good news. No spinal cord injuries, said Michael. No spinal cord injuries. Just a broken collarbone and a broken leg. Oh, that's so good. So what's going to be the overall status as of now? He's resting. He's in a new hospital room. He's going to be able to take visitors as soon as he gets up. So if you want to stick around or come back tomorrow, that would be fine. How about this, Grace? I'm going to stick around at the hospital and wait till he gets up. You go back and stay with the kids. Okay, Michael. So Michael stays back to spend some time with Johnny. Grace goes home and spends time with the family. I'm so relieved. Mom, Dad, the outlook for Johnny is much better than you think. Really? He's going to be okay, said Mom. Yeah, he's going to be okay. He has a broken collarbone and a broken leg. So there's no paralysis, no spinal cord injuries, nothing like that. Just really simply, in a long story short of it, just like I told you, a broken leg and a broken collarbone. Wow, he's really lucky. It could have been much worse, said Dad. Yeah. How are the kids? Well, they're in bed. We figured because it was so late, it was better that we just put them to bed. We let Michelle go home early. Okay, so what about Jessica? Well, Jessica said she would stay late because she's done with her finals and everything. She stayed late. Um, she didn't have to stay late. I mean, no, she said that she was done with her summer finals, so she was willing to stay late. Okay, well, is she can stay overnight if she wants. It's up to her. Let me see. I really need somebody to stay over. I don't want you to take on any extra burdens. Mom, Dad, really, it's a lot of work with kids. Me being pregnant, I need Michelle to be here. Well, Jessica said she would stay over if she needed to. If you needed her to, basically. Okay, let me talk to Jessica real quick. Is Jessica upstairs or is she downstairs? She's in the kitchen. Okay. So, Michelle, you're saying Michelle left already? Yeah. Okay. Jessica, hi. I stayed around because I knew you might need somebody because Michelle left early. Jessica, you're welcome to stay overnight if you'd like. Do you have an overnight bag? I do. I'm done with my summer finals, and being as I don't have to go to school, I figured why not stick around because of everything that's going on with Johnny and Vanessa over at the hospital. Well, I need somebody to stay overnight. So you can help yourself to the guest room if you would like. The bed is made and everything's all freshened up, so why don't you just go ahead and go upstairs? The kids are in bed, so yeah. Okay, Jessica, I really appreciate it because we need somebody to be here overnight tonight because Michael's going to stay at the hospital tonight, at least till he gets to spend some time with Johnny. Okay, sounds good, Jessica says to Grace. All right, then that settles that. I'm much more at ease that somebody's with the kids. Mom and dad are in the living room watching the news, so I just want to make sure that somebody's there for the kids just in case they wake up or something. Me being as pregnant as I am, I don't want to have to get up in the middle of the night if the kids need something. Okay, you don't have to worry about anything, says Jessica to Grace. I'm here for you. I know it's been a hectic couple of days. Thank you, Jessica. That means so much right now. As Jessica makes her way upstairs with her overnight bag, Jessica goes into the guest room, and Grace just sits down and tries to collect her thoughts. Mom comes into the kitchen. Are you okay, Grace? A lot better. I feel at ease. I'm relieved. I'm mostly relieved that Johnny's condition has improved so greatly. I'm just waiting to hear from Nan, but with all this stuff going on at the hospital, it's just a matter of time. In the meantime, I wanted to just get an update of what's been going on since all this has been going on at the hospital with Johnny. Well, we went grocery shopping. Grandma's downstairs. She went to bed early too. We're going to go to bed. We just got done watching Fox News, just get an update on what's going on in the world politics and news. As you know how Tom is. Tom loves to watch Fox News and CNN to compare notes. Yeah, as I've come to understand, he likes his world politics and news stories. So that's about it. There's not really much to tell you. The kids went to bed. Jessica's staying here, as you know. Um, that's about it. Well, I'm going to turn in early too. So that's about it for me. I had a long day and then the hospital. I'm just going to let Michael kind of take it easy and spend his time with Johnny because he wants to be at the hospital. So let's just call it a night. Okay, let's call it a night. It was nice talking to you, Mom. It's going to be okay, Grace. Yeah, it's going to be okay. I'm reassured. Good night. The next morning, Grace gets up. Michael stayed overnight at the hospital and he came in early the next morning. Grace, yes. Sorry, I know it's early, but I stayed at the hospital all night. I just slept in the chair. I just wanted to sit there with Johnny for a little bit. Oh, honey, it's okay. Johnny's doing a lot better than I thought. I got to talk to him all night, or as long as I was allowed to. I talked to Nan, she's doing a lot better. Vanessa's doing a lot better. I just am a little shook up. It's okay. You can cry. I want to cry. It's just, he's become such a good friend of mine. I hope nothing like this ever happens again. It's so hard to go through this, to watch a friend suffer unnecessarily. Do you know what happened, Grace? It was a drunk driver that hit him. Really? Yeah. He was driving and a drunk driver hit T-boned him. Wow. You know, as many precautions as we have taken about drinking and driving, to think that this could happen to somebody. He's lucky he's alive. He's lucky he wasn't paralyzed in this car accident. So his half brother, Tyler, is going to be taking over at the Firehouse Pub for him while he's recovering. He's going to have to go to rehabilitation for a little bit once he gets fully recovered so he can walk on his leg again. That's just the progress reports that I've overheard the nurse talk about. It's going to take him some time to recuperate, but he's going to be okay. I'm sure we'll get a full report, but I'm going to go back to the hospital later on today just to touch base with him. But I don't need to be at the hospital all the time because it's just wearing me down. I'm a little tired. I'm going to go lay down and rest. I know everybody's still sleeping. I didn't mean to stay at the hospital all night. I realize it's 5:30 in the morning right now. I don't know why you're up right now, but you should go back to bed too, Grace. Well, I am a little nervous that you were up all night, but I can understand under the circumstances, said Grace. Listen, maybe we should get some sleep while we have a chance to. Morning comes kind of early around here. Okay, let's shut the lights out and let's get some sleep. As Grace and Michael go back to sleep and rest, they sleep until 8:30. Jessica decides to take the kids for a walk over by the pond. And Mom and Dad go with Jessica to help out with the kids. Grace and Michael realize that as they wake up at 8:30 that there was a note at the table that Mom and Dad and Jessica took the kids out. Grandma was watching her favorite show on Hulu, so everything seemed to go relatively well for the day. So it seems like everything's going well. I guess we can turn on the lights. It's so quiet in here, Michael. Well, I'm glad we got the extra couple hours of sleep. We needed it. I need a cup of coffee, Grace. Here's some leftover coffee. Somebody just must have made a pot. Would you want to just drink what's in the pot? Yeah, I'll take what's ever in the pot. It's still warm, so that's good. Okay, good. I'm glad the coffee's still warm. So what do you feel up to doing? Said Michael. Are you okay, Michael? Said Grace. Not really. I'm sad. Michael, don't be sad. Be glad. Be grateful. We need to pray. You need some strength right now. Yeah, you're right, Grace. Listen, you have positive things that are going for you right now. You're about to have a baby soon. We need to start thinking about the crib, the baby's room. We need to start focusing on the fact that grandma just moved in. We got to think about our family right now. Mom and Dad and Jessica are out with the kids, which is such a beautiful story in itself. I'm so glad they decided to go take a walk and take the kids out. What a relief to have family around. Jessica's been a huge help. I think Michelle's on her way too, so just take note. Oh, well, I need to drink some water, Michael, so give me a few minutes to take a breather. I get dehydrated in the morning after I take the prenatal pills. For some reason, I just drink so much water. That's okay, Grace. Take your prenatal pills, please. I'll even help you. If I could, I would take the prenatal pills too, but I don't need to. I'm not pregnant. No, you're not pregnant. That you're not. Okay, so what's on today's agenda? Well, right now, Grandma and Grandpa went grocery shopping. They decided to take the car out and they decided to go grocery shopping, so we don't have to do that, which I'm actually kind of thrilled at the idea that they went grocery shopping. They said they were going to fix dinner tonight, so I'm actually happy about that as well, said Grace. So, Michael, really, it's going to be another easy day. As long as mom and dad are around helping out and fixing dinner, it makes life a lot easier. Here, I think I hear Michelle now. Hold on a second, Michael. Grace opens the door. Hey, Michelle. Hey, how's everything going? Well, it's going a lot better than yesterday was, whew, but today is a lot better. Where's the kids and where's everybody else at? Well, they're walking with mom and dad and Jessica, so you came at the right time, Michelle. Oh, good. You might as well just hang out at the TV room or hang out with us for the time being. Oh, I thought that there would have been some tragedy. Yeah, so did we, but there's no tragedies. It's actually been a calm morning so far. I just wanted to get here on time because I knew Jessica has to be relieved because she has another, I think she has another appointment coming up. Well, they should be on their way back. I'm pretty sure if they're expecting to go somewhere else or do something, I'm sure they'll be back here soon, said Michael to Michelle. Well, Michelle, why don't you just turn on the TV and sit in the green TV room and wait for the kids to come back? Michael and I are discussing a couple things and we'll just be wrapping things up here shortly. Okay, no problem. I'll wait for the kids to come back. Yeah, because they'll be back with mom and dad and Jessica here shortly. Thank you, Michelle. So, Michael, as I was saying, let's get some things wrapped up for the day early. I have to nap and rest anyway. My heart's beating out of my chest. I don't want to get exhausted easily, is what I'm saying. It takes a lot out of me during the day to get all this stuff going. You know what I mean? The day gets started, things get kind of rushed. Nobody's here right now, so I want to slow things down. I get kind of upset with the way things have been going the last couple of days. I don't like the fact that Johnny's in the hospital as it is. I get kind of nervous. What I'm saying is, I need to rest. Are you okay? No, it's just my anxiety. I need to go see my therapist today and deal with what I need to deal with. When my anxiety starts getting like this, I know it's time to get to see my therapist. Today's therapy day as it is. Well, listen, Grace, don't let me stop you from going to therapy. No, it's not that at all. But I'm going to go ahead to therapy now. While I'm at therapy, just sit and wait for everybody to get here. And you just take control of the situation. I'm going to leave while I have the chance. Okay? So I'm going to cut out here early. Okay, Grace, give me a kiss. I love you. I love you too. Grace leaves. She has to get the therapy because she's having one of those moments. As Grace leaves, she's having an anxiety attack. It's okay, Grace. Don't leave yet. What? I know you're having an anxiety attack. I gotta get to my therapist. I know, but before you leave, just sit and breathe and do your exercises. I know, but I have to get to my appointment, honey. Okay, I love you. I love you too. And then Grace walks out the door. Moments later, Grace gets to the therapist's office. Hi, Grace. Hi, Mrs. Creighton. Is Nicole here? Yes, Nicole's seeing another client. What can I do to help you? I'm experiencing a lot of anxiety. It's getting to be too much. Okay, what's going on? Well, it's unusual. I'm experiencing high levels of anxiety. My mouth is dry, and I'm entirely too upset to explain why I'm experiencing it. Just drink some water and slow down. I get highly upset. I'm in a lot of stress. I'm experiencing a lot of stress around a lot of people that trigger me. Okay, who's triggering you? Certain individuals, I'm not going to name names, I'm just going to say this. I can't go through this anymore. What is it? Who is it? And why? What is it about? I need to talk to my therapist. I'm feeling really worn out and tired. Is there any recent events that are causing you to feel stressed out? It's just watching my husband suffer. It's watching people I love go through and endure things. I feel like I'm out of control. I can't help. I feel helpless. That's normal. So you're dealing with something or some situation that's making you feel helpless. Yes. Can you calm down? Just drink some more water? Yes. Listen, it's going to take you some time, but we have our session and we can deal with this today. Okay, I'm calming down. Your home has been going through a lot of changes all at once. You're taking on way more than you normally would take on. You're pregnant. There's a lot going on at once. You understand? Drink some more water. Okay. You haven't been going to therapy like you normally do. Maybe there's a lot of hyper individuals that you've been around. Yes. Sometimes drinking too much sugary drinks can trigger it. Sometimes some situations can trigger it. It's the food you eat. It could be smoking, vaping. It could be a number of situations. Anything could trigger you at any time. I know with most clients, it could be a number of situations. You just got to calm down. You need serenity. You know the serenity prayer? Yes. God grant me the serenity to accept the things I cannot change, the courage to change the things I can, and the wisdom to know the difference. It sounds better and better as you say it. Remind yourself. Get your notebook out and start journaling. As you journal, you will have a lot more control over this situation. There's people in your life that are unhealthy for you. And you'll begin to realize over time that you are going to have to stop talking to those people at some point. Just like your ex-husband So let's journal. Let's start making a list of the people that are triggering you. Who's giving you the most, well, let's just say, who are you having the most difficult time with? A cousin, an uncle, a friend? Is there anybody causing you any discomfort or anything? Well, there's a friend who's asking for money from me. Okay, write their name down. Is there anybody else that's causing you any difficulties? My cousin. Okay. Now, what are they triggering for you? They're triggering me in a number of ways. I don't want a relationship with them anymore. So, how are we going to deal with it? I just want to say goodbye to, I don't want to say goodbye, but I just want to end that kind of relationship I have with them, because it seems like the only time I ever talk to them is when they want money. Is it because they know your husband has money? Yeah. Well, then you need to end the relationship with them, because that's the reason why you're having difficulties. Yeah. So I'm going to have Nicole sit in with me, and we're going to sit and discuss this together. Nicole comes in, and the therapist sits down and listens. Nicole, just sit in and listen to what's going on with our clients. As she listens and realizes what Grace is going through. Grace, said Nicole, I've heard your story before, and I understand why you're feeling anxiety. But I didn't realize that they were asking for money from you and why you're under distress. It's very reasonable to feel the way you're feeling. Drink some more water. They're using you, and you're feeling very uncomfortable with these people. And when you feel uncomfortable and you want to run away from a situation, the best way to deal with this is confront it and write it on paper. So every time somebody asks you for money, it's time to deal with the people that are basically manipulating you into a situation. And that's what they're doing, is manipulating you and trying to control the situation to their advantage. Drink more water, okay? And we're going to deal with it. I already feel better. Just by going to therapy? Yes, I do. Well, this session's almost over, so here's the thing. Your project is to write this down and discuss this in your next session. And you're going to go home and talk to your husband about how you feel about what you learned in therapy. You don't have to discuss what you discussed in therapy, just how you feel. Okay, thank you so much. I feel so much better. So Grace goes home and she gets back from therapy, and Michael is in the kitchen. Well, Grace, you're lucky. You're one lucky girl, because Mom and Dad took the kids out to an outing. Oh, really? You look a lot better, Grace. Therapy must have did you a world of good. I feel a lot better. I realized that I needed to go to counseling, and I feel so much better now that I did. Well, I'm so glad to hear that. Tell me, what happened? Well, I had to get through an anxiety attack. I was going through a lot this morning. And I just want to tell you, thank you for being understanding and sensitive to me. I was, to say the least, I needed to go to therapy and talk about my feelings about what I've been going through. I've been going through a lot. I'm overwhelmed, as you know. hormonal, etc., etc. But you've been so supportive as a husband. I have. And this episode is over for now.